welcome to Helga's Creations. I am Helga, and this is gonna be the end of the Tunisian baby blanket saga. Finally. If you watched my last video, I will have it in the whatever corner it is. I think it's this corner. It'll pop up, the last video, and I had finished that video on the purple decrease, which was 14 squares. And I just have left to do 91 squares to finish the blanket. And this is not the final count of how much I will make today, which it is Monday afternoon. But I've currently have the white, which is 13 squares of the white done, and then 3 squares of the pink, which is 3 out of 12. So I've made decent progress today, and I'm going to do as much as I can by Wednesday on my half day, because I'm wanting to go to Hobby Lobby to get more yarn, because all my yarn fits in this yarn bowl. And I've only got this much of the purple. Then I'm working with this much pink currently, and I also have this much pink as well. And this is all I have of the white, which let's see. If the pink is 12, then it's purple 11, 10 for the next white. I don't know if I'll even be able to do a full 10 squares with this. But I'm going to use the whole thing, so I might just need to buy another ball of white. But when Wednesday comes along, I'll gauge and see. So that's the plan. And while I'm at Hobby Lobby, I need to get the yarn for the Junie Star suit and also get that one started, which I don't think is gonna take me too long like this one has been taking me, just because one, it is for a baby, and two, is regular crochet, so I can just whip it up pretty quickly. And so that is going to be Wednesday. I don't think I need anything else from Hobby Lobby. Then I need to make an order to Michael's. I'm going to get 2 balls of the yarn that I want to use, which I'll show whenever it arrives. Hopefully it arrives this week. I'll be kind of upset and kind of kick myself in the butt if it doesn't arrive this week, but I'm hopeful it will. But I'll put that order in as soon as I finish this video. And I'm going to get 2 balls of the yarn, just so I have enough yarn to connect the blanket to the fabric that's going to go on the back. That's going to hide all my ends, so I don't have to weave any of them. So enough yarn to go around to make sure that I'm able to connect all the fabric to this blanket, and then to be able to do a shell border around it, which I feel like from what it looks like in general, it's a yarn eater, so I just want to make sure that I have enough yarn of it. So, and then I don't have to worry that I run out. And actually, I might buy some other yarn as well to make sure I have enough yarn and or colors for next week's video. So unless I just want to hurry it up and just make sure that I buy the yarn that I need now. But we're going to the Renaissance Fair this upcoming weekend, so we might be near Michael's, so I might not need to get yarn for next week's video. I do need to make sure that I get it for this week's video, because I want to be sure to at least have it. If I don't start the full border or finish the full border this week, that's totally fine. I'll say it's either way. I wanted to save the final reveal of the blanket for another video, because I want to make sure that my friend doesn't see the final product before it arrives to her, because I also want to get her reaction if I'm able to put it on YouTube. Yeah, I'll save how everything ends up looking, but it will just be a video on its own. I might put it on whatever following Wednesday it is, and I'll do that. So that is the plan of attack this week. I'll update you tomorrow what I end up getting done today. If I'm able to do another row of the white, we'll see. If not, I might just attach the purple and the pink to as far as I could get to the white and try and get as much done as I can once I have the yarn in my possession. So let's go over to Tuesdays. It's Tuesday, so let me show you what I was able to get done today with the rest of the yarn that I had. And I really thought I was gonna get farther with this yarn, but I didn't. So I'm gonna have to go and buy a ball of yarn for all 3 colors. So in the last clip, I had completed all 13 whites. So this one. I also was able to complete all of the pink, which is 12 pinks of that row, and then get, what was it, two purples out of the 11 squares. Well, that's what I did Monday. Today, I only got this much done. I got, let's see, let me give you the correct numbers. 6.5, let me put this right there. 6.5 purples. So on the purple, I'm at 8.5 out of 11. 5 white out of 10. And 3.5 pinks out of the 9. So, yeah. Not what I expected to get to. I wish I could have done more. But at least me going to buy the yarn, it'll be kind of worth somewhat, getting a 3rd ball of yarn, and at least use a good bit of it, maybe a quarter. Yeah, I think I might use a quarter of each color, and that's better than having 1 square left to do and it just takes up the tiniest amount, and then I have still basically a full skein of yarn to use. So this is gonna have to be on hold until tomorrow afternoon. So that's nice. And yesterday, Monday, I did order the yarn that's gonna be the border. And if I was to buy the two skeins by themselves, I think they were gonna charge me like $10 for shipping for 2 balls of yarn and there was a discount too. So it would have only costed me, I don't know how much it was. Here, let me bring up my order real quick. But it was so not super affordable, but it was pretty affordable for the balls of yarn. And they're going to charge me $10 for shipping. I'm like, no, why not do a $50 order to get the free shipping? But it is yarn that I'm needing to use for future videos, or future videos, which I'm hoping that in 2 videos I can start using this yarn. But the yarn that I was going to get, it was the Soft Ombre yarn by Loops and Threads in the color, Plum Periwinkle White. So I guess it doesn't have an actual color name, maybe? I'd have to look at it in person. So that yarn cost me $6.79 per ball, and I got 2. So that would have been $13 something. With the $15 shipping, no, I'm not gonna pay 2 balls of yarn and it costing me $25 when I can get more than that and free shipping, and it's actually yarn that I'm gonna get. So I got 6 other balls of yarn with the idea of videos in mind and actual projects that I have assigned for it. I will do a haul when it gets here. And it said that it might get here the 11th through the 13th. The 11th is Thursday, 13th is Saturday. I'm like, oh. But I'm so hoping that it'll get here Thursday, maybe Friday. That would be fine. But if it gets here Saturday, I won't have that much time to at least connect it with the backing and maybe getting halfway through. Unless I really push myself and do really well with my crochet. I could possibly get it done by Sunday, but yeah. I should have ordered it sooner, but I didn't know. But it's alright. At least for the time being, for the rest of the night, I'm going to start next week's video. So I'm going to start a new project, just because I don't want to work in bed with my daughter sleeping next to me. I don't want to work on the tapestry blanket or tapestry afghan, because it's multiple balls of yarn, not just the single one or maybe 2. That would have been fine if it was just 2 balls of yarn that I'm working with. But it is the main color black, and then I have 5 separate balls of yarn of red to do the word. No, I need some elbow space. I need to spread myself out in order to do that project. So, I will let you know tomorrow and show you what I got in Hobby Lobby, and maybe get the rest of the squares done maybe by Thursday. Half day Wednesday, Thursday. I could possibly do that. And at least for the time being, while I wait for the yarn for the border, what I can do is with the awl, I will iron the fabric, and with the awl make the holes and use the stitch markers to kind of hold it together. I might do, I don't know, every 20, 30 stitch markers or something, just to make sure it gets held and I'm making the correct amount of holes for it, and the width as well. So what I might do is in the stitch. I'll put the awl through the stitch and make the hole in the fabric. Go into the next one. It's going to be very tedious, but I can probably do that tomorrow and at least get some kind of progress done on this one while I wait for the yarn that goes for the border. So I will check back in with you later. All right, so it's Friday and it's been a hectic week, let's just say. Wednesday, I did go to Hobby Lobby and I was working on my blanket. And then a tree branch fell on our power line, which our house plus 36 other houses were affected by that. And the power company didn't get it figured out here until almost 11. So Wednesday I couldn't crochet that much. Thursday, what's my excuse? Yeah, no. I think my daughter wanted to go to bed early that day, and I was just not feeling it, I guess. But currently, I'll get it finished by this weekend. Don't worry. At least finished crocheted this weekend. Oh my goodness, I'm upside down. Okay. So I don't even know what I did the last few days, what I completed. I think I'm just gonna be like, at the end of the week, just say, I did all 91 of them. Yay. I don't know when I did what. I was just trying to get things done. So I finished completely this purple, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 purple squares. That means I've got row 1 to 7 to complete, which is not that many. Whoa. I think it's less than 30 or something. So, yes. I'm gonna be, I think I might cry once I reach the final square and see it all complete and be like, oh, the amount of time it took. So there's that update. I also have a pretty decent haul, actually, because I had gone to Hobby Lobby Wednesday. Last weekend we went to Hobby Lobby because I needed to buy the fabric. Then later on I figured out that I needed more yarn, one of each color, to complete the blanket. So I had to go back on Wednesday for more yarn, and I found more things, like my mom and I would say, out of place, and just needed a home to go to. And then I had to do my Michael's order in order to get free shipping, or for shipping to be worth it. I got a few more things for next week's projects, which I'll show you the yarn. I'll show you everything that I bought, don't worry. But I just won't tell you what I'm making. Oh wait, not next week's projects. The week after that. Because I have something a little more easier next week to work on. A little bit more mindless. So, I bought one of each color for the blanket. And it's the Baby Bee Sweet Delight yarn from Hobby Lobby. Then I bought 5 of these of the same Baby Bee Sweet Delight, but in the color Bashful, just because it's very close. It's very close to the color that my friend wanted it originally. It's just, instead of it being chunky, it's a 3-weight, which is exactly what the pattern calls for the Junie Starsuit cocoon onesie thing. So I've got a bunch of those, and then it. So this is the haul, the Hobby Lobby haul from Wednesday. And then I got these two Crafter's Secret cotton. One in the color navy. And one in the color papaya. Which is like a darker orange, rusticy orange. So, maybe copper. I don't know. But I got those two on Wednesday. Last weekend, when I originally went to Hobby Lobby, I should have done this in order of when I got things, but oh well. I got the fabric for the blanket. Ta-da! So that's what I mean. It's a little more simple, kind of muted in a way. Like it's so adorable and it's so soft. It's so adorable, but I didn't want the blanket to take away from either. One, the text. There's so much texture on the blanket, and the colors, and then the fabric. I didn't want one to overtake the other, kind of, if you know what I mean. So that's gonna be the back. I'm still thinking about doing the awl and making the holes in the fabric, but if I mess up, I'd be so upset. So I don't know if I might ask my friend who is a sewist, seamstress, I think both. I think she does it for a living as well. But I'm gonna ask her if there's a way for me to sew the fabric to the blanket and then do the crocheted border around it. So I'll get her opinion, see how to do it. So you might see me sewing, or a video of me sewing, for not for once. I've sewed a few things on the sewing machine, but this is more one, delicate, two, different, three, priceless to me, because I put so much time and energy into this, and I'm really proud of it and how it's coming out. So I don't want to mess up. But that's the fabric. Then they were having their red tag sale, so a bunch of stuff was reduced or discounted, but well, I'm sure there was a lot of stuff, but once I was there, I'm guessing a few days after they did that, there wasn't that much. But I did find a few things that was cool. So I got this. I love this yarn. Super soft, super savings. In the color Galaxy Gazing. And I think these would be really cool to do a winter hat with, a knitted winter hat. So that's going to go in, hold on, let me get out of the way, in that box right there, where I'm going to use most of that to do winter hats. And I have another box, 2 boxes up there. But this one specifically is going to be for winter hats. So I got those 2. Half price. Then I should have taken these out and put it on a separate table, but oh well. Then I bought this mandala string. Oh, geez. And apparently, originally it was $7.99, $8, and I was able to get it at $1.99. So it is super fine, weight 1. They're 100 grams each, and I thought it'd be cool to make roses with these to possibly do trinket trading next year with. And so I was going to hold it double, but have one be the outer pool and then the other one be the inner pool, just so it has the two different colors together. I feel like it'd be kind of cool. Or if I find a different pattern to do this with, but I don't know. I really like them. It's mostly my colors, so I thought they were cool. I could have also gotten the other, because there was a pink one, and I think there was a purple one, but they only had one of each color. And I was like, oh, but I could have just combined them. Oh well, it's alright. I technically don't need these, so. Oh. No, I did get the pink one. There you go. Oh, and that color, the blue one and yellowish one, is color, if anybody wants to know, mixtape. Sure. Very creative. Yeah, and then I got these ones, which is pinks and oranges colors, and it is color Jingle Tinter. All right. Pop off, like the kids say. I don't know, I feel too old to say these things. I'm only 26, going on 27, and I feel too old to say those things. I got some more Secret Crafter cottons. Another navy, yeah, another navy, and then this one is taupe. So these two will go together, and then the orange and a navy that I got on Wednesday will go together. For what? You'll see in a couple videos. And then I was kind of excited to make the video, but I got my box from Michael's. So let me show you what I have in here. So in the box, now I don't remember what I was going to make with these. Anyways, I'm sure I'll remember one of these, or not one of these. Whenever I get it, I was like, oh yeah, this is what I'm going to make it with. But I have these two, I bought two Patents Grace. It's 100% mercerized cotton in the color lavender, which has a couple shades of blue, a couple shades of purple, and some white. I thought this would be really cute. For what? I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Those are also super fine. I might have made it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out later. What I bought these for. Is that even this? No, okay. I think that is the same. I was about to be very upset if those two were different colors. Okay. So then I bought Loops and Threads classic cotton. Two of them in the color blue, baby blue ombre. So that's really cute. And then I really don't know what I was gonna make with these. I'll figure it out. I think I wanted to do this one with something. But then I got this big twist. Value color blue ombre. Two of those as well. I should have really written down what I was gonna make. No, I don't know. And then finally this is gonna be the yarn that I'm gonna use for the border. And it's this Loops and Threads soft ombre in the color Plum Periwinkle White. It's just the colors that it has. And this is the one that I had gasped and thought that they had given me a different color, because I mean, this one shows off the purple, this shows off the blue, but then I looked in here and I remembered, I was like, oh yeah, it kind of has a little bit of a blue, or periwinkle technically. So I got 2 of those. This is going to be for the blanket, the baby blanket, for the border, and honestly, I might have enough for just one because I forgot how much yarn this has. But I can always use it for a different project if I have anything left over. So this, if you'll see the vision, let me bring my plain blanket out. So, how can I show this better? There you go. You see the vision? Because I can definitely see it. Oh my god, this is going to be so adorable. This is going to be one of those, like, it's my masterpiece. Although I didn't make the fabric, but it's alright. Combining them together will be my masterpiece. I'm so happy that I've got everything that I need. I'm going to finish crocheting it by this weekend. I'm going to message my friend. Now that I'm in the brace, I can drive and use a sewing machine pedal. So I'll message her about how to get the fabric and the blanket combined, possibly with the sewing machine, and get that done fully completed by next week. Send it off and get my friend's reaction, hopefully. So yeah, I'll show you the final product, or at least me when I finish crocheting the blanket fully, which I think is gonna be tomorrow, and probably gonna end the video a day early, technically. Yeah, a day early. There's not much of a difference. But tomorrow as well, if it rains, I'm gonna be going to my yarn group about 20 minutes away. If it doesn't rain, we are gonna be going down to Springfield for the Renaissance Festival there, or it's outside of Springfield, Missouri. And I will definitely finish it on the way there, for sure. And then I will start, or technically I've already started next week's video because I was waiting on my fabric. No, the yarn to go to the yarn store and get that done. And it was also easier to do this project while the power was out, and easier to move around. So I will be, once I finish the blanket on the way back from the Renaissance Festival, I'm gonna be continuing next week's projects that you will see next week, following Monday. So yeah, I'll show you when I finish my blanket. Well, it is Monday afternoon, like 6:30, some of that. And I'm doing the not only editing of this week's video, so it's gonna be late by less than 12 hours, but still it's gonna come out today, Monday. But yeah, my outro stopped halfway through, so here I am, even though this is gonna be a better video than that one, because I did it at 6:30 in the morning today, and I look rough, let's just say, because I just woken up. But ta-da! The blanket's all done! Woohoo! Well, the blanket has been crocheted! I am so happy it's done. Now I can go to the next step, and I'm going to try and blanket stitch. And I don't know if you just heard my cat, but she is very vocal. But instead of sewing or using the sewing machine for connecting the fabric to the blanket, I'm going to do the blanket stitch, just because my friend who sews was just saying that it just seems very hard for not only the crocheted material, but to also putting it on that with the sewing machine is going to be a pain. So I did some research, and I'm going to do a blanket stitch instead. So it's going to be hand sewing, which could take a little bit. But at least I'll have a, I don't know how you would call it, because the blanket stitch, you're going up, down, and it kind of looks like the pi sign. So, or a table, I guess. But it'll be a good point for me to do the border, because I'll have something to really attach it to, and then I don't have to worry about the border getting snagged and then pulling on the fabric and possibly making more holes from that. So yeah, I might need to meet up with her for her to show me how to do it, and if that's the best option, which I think it is, but I'm not a sewist or a seamstress, so I don't know. But that is done. It has been fully crocheted by this week, which is what I wanted. Completed it yesterday. No, I completed it Saturday. I did not have a group on Saturday, but it was raining, so we ended up going to the Renaissance yesterday, Sunday. So that is it. I made my goal for once, not like the last one, where I wanted to complete the APA before I met up with my friend in Nebraska, which, if you want to watch that video, is going to be up here. But for next week's video, I am going to go through my cotton stash. I'm not gonna make or go through all of it. I'm not trying to de-stash. I just want something a little more different to do. That is not something like the blanket. So I'm gonna go through my cotton stash. Not the cotton that you saw this video. Anything that you saw in this video, that's for another video. The cotton that I bought this week, it's going to be for next week's video. But anything that I just haven't used for a while, I'm going to be using. So stay tuned for that. If you want to watch that video, if you want to keep watching me, if you're similar to me where you're finding time here and there to do your craft, to progress on your projects, that is me. I am a full-time employee as well as a mom of a 5-month-old. So I got a lot of responsibilities. So if you also relate to that, you can also subscribe. You can subscribe. If you like the video, you can like it. Hit the notification button if you want to be notified when my video is uploaded. Or you can follow me on Instagram at helgas.creations. I will also post there when I upload my videos, as well as if whenever I finish a project, crochet, knitted, whatever craft I make, I will post it on there, and then you'll most likely see the video right after that, or the post that I posted the video right after that, and it'll be included in that one. And anything else craft related, honestly. I haven't put any of the push-in bottles or any of the trinket stuff that I and my sisters made for trick-or-treating. I should probably post that because I crafted it. At least some of it. Well, most of it. My sisters helped, but they seemed to be really into it when we were at the Renaissance Festival and really enjoyed it. So next year they're going to be quite a bit more helpful. I hope. So with that, I'll see you later, and I'll see you in the next video.